In this society, man, there's just too many people that are just copy and paste. Like people literally just want to just see the next trend and see the new thing, and they want to just become that, but they never look at that person that they want to like be, and they never research the work that they put in. They never research things that they may could have done to get to that point. And I feel like in today's society, no one wants to go out of the box, man. No one wants to go out of the herd and really see, explore themselves and explore their talents and what they can do. I feel like a lot of people literally just are scared of what the next person may think of them, and they just want to see what's the trend and what's cool. And you know, I feel like we could take influences from people and just take bits and pieces and mesh it in with our own self, but it's just a lot of people that just want to copy the exact same blueprint as another person. And, you know, I feel like in this society, it just has to stop. Like, I feel like you will never get to that next level if you don't just look within yourself and see your abilities and things that you can do in your life. Like, I was watching a Michael Jackson movie that just came out, and looking at Mike, it's like Mike would have never got to where he was if he didn't step out the box and be himself. And a lot of people, as he was going up, probably thought he was just weird. Probably was looking at him like, yo, what is he doing? What is he doing to himself? Now, granted, when he was doing a lot of the stuff he was doing, he was already in a stardom light somewhat. So, but you got to have that mentality about yourself before you even hit the stardom so you can get there. I feel like being different definitely has more pros than it has cons. And a lot of society already just looks at us as the same people. They just look at us as cattle, robots, the exact same. This is why they put this stuff out for us to just feed, because they already know how the average person is going to respond to different things. And a lot of people, even in their friend groups, are just friends because essentially they're the same person. When you see people's friend groups, it's never people that is like, that have like different talents, different things going on. Like, a lot of people are genuinely friends because like they just do and like the same surface level stuff. And you know, you might do things and be a said person and have less friends, but I guarantee you those friends that you might meet through being different will put you on just better pathways in life, unlock better side quests. You're not just doing the same thing over and over as, a normal friend group would do and just get content. You is literally putting different things into the equations to get different outcomes. And In life, I believe in just trying things, and you'll never know where you're gonna get. Like, I feel like being in the same herd, if you have a bunch of people that's just sitting in the same herd and something is targeting that herd, everybody's getting hit in that herd. But the people that was on the outside that didn't want to be a part of it, they're completely fine because they're good on missing out on this stuff and not being with everybody else. That's why I titled it like, you only have one life to do this. Like, we only have one life. Why would you want to waste your life literally trying to be like everybody else? Like, it just makes no sense. And in the grand scheme of things, I learned that people is so infatuated with the stuff, with the surface level stuff that they have going on in their lives, that they're not even really worried about the abnormal stuff that you might be doing. And then a lot of people will literally live their life through you because they're just scared to do what you did. So they're attracted to what you're doing because they want to live their life through you, but they just don't know how to go about it. They're scared of what people may think of them and different things like that. And, going through this life is going to be a lot of different trials and tribulations that's going to set you back and probably not make you want to do what you really want to do. But that's what it's set up for. And to be that person, to say that you pushed past all of that stuff and still did what you wanted to do, it's just like looking back. I feel like looking back on your life when you're old in the grand scheme of things, you're going to be happy because you're going to be like, ultimately, like, I did what I wanted to do at the end of the day. I didn't care what anybody was going to think about it. That just comes with anything, man. And society just has a special way of just confirming things and making things just look bland and just non-colorful when it's really a lot more things to life. Everybody should at least attempt to try something different than what people may have expected for them. And another tip I'll give, a lot of people may think you're a certain way based off your appearance and how you move, and you could play your cards differently based off of how you truly are. There's a lot of people that think I'm a certain way, but on the inside, completely different. But you just let them think with like what they want to think. Like, say you have a deck of cards and you have your hand. They think they're gonna hit you with this move because they think, oh, he usually this looks like a guy that's gonna deal this hand, that's gonna do this move. The whole time you got a whole deck of cards that they wasn't even expecting. So nothing is better than the element of surprise and catching a lot of people off guard. Back in the day when they used to use the Trojan horse, they use a lot of element of surprise tactics in the army. You could catch people off guard, and when you can flip the script, a lot of people tend to respect you faster. You gain the power in your inner relationships and everything you got going on because they seeing everything flip so fast and everything, their whole ideology of you was never real. So now they don't know how to react to it. There's some people that may respect you. There's some people that may try to tear you down. There's some people that may just stop dealing with you in general. you know? But yeah, everybody should definitely try to tap into just just something different and just try it, man. Like, what do we really have to lose? I could leave this house right now and die leaving this house. And all the time I spent trying to be like somebody else, like, what was it all for, man? So, you know, go do that thing you wanted and that's really deep down inside that you may be scared of unlocking. You don't know where to take you, man. Peace.